Trek. On this one, we have just docked in Bermuda on the Carnival Magic. This is a beautiful view from our Cove Balcony into the lifeboats right above me. Just look at all the water. This is incredible. So what our plans are for the day is we've actually rented like a Vespa or a scooter from Oleander Cycles right at the dockyard, and we picked that up at 2, and we have that for 3 days because we are in port for 3 days, and we're just kind of figured this out on our own and give you all of our tips and tricks for nervous trekking around Bermuda. Stay tuned. Alright, so Cove Balcony, Carnival Magic, 2285. Zach's so kindly left the door open for me. You guys probably saw, I think, our last Carnival cruise. We were in a Cove Balcony. So again, it comes with a nice little sofa. You got your bed. You walk in. But did you choose the fun? Zach, did you choose fun? No, we chose sadness. I did put that it was our anniversary and no one wrote in our mirror. So we have that. I'm a little sad about it, but again, I do want to show just some ports here. So these are the European plugs, and then we have some good old-fashioned US of A plugs. I do think that the last cruise our Cove Balcony had USBs, because I filmed this specifically, so this one's a little different. You have your good old phone. I don't know why this is hanging off, so I guess this might be an actually good room review. You have, this TV is a little stinky as well. We'll say, the last few times they had upgraded most of our Cove balconies have always had bigger TVs. But, Magic is still doing the magic thing. Yeah, so, just really quickly, you do have a fridge under here. Everybody always asks. It doesn't get really cold, so if you want cold, you are told to leave this door open and prop this open a little bit. We've never had that big of issues. You have all your drawers. Good to know. Get this cool little challenge coin from Rick Dodd. He's our when you cruise buy one. All of your closet space. And we have our bathroom. So just standard Carnival. You know, nice little shower. Always bring your own conditioner because they do use like one shampoo is conditioner, body wash, and shampoo is conditioner. Yeah, but that's your bathroom. I got my sunglasses. And then time for the big reveal. The reveal. All right. And then, so this is your Cove balcony. Got some walls, so it's nice and private. Don't really have to see your neighbors. Some people don't like that the lifeboats are right above you, but honestly we love it. It keeps the sun from coming in too hard right here, so you don't have to worry about getting sunburned on our balcony. And then this is the beautiful views of Port of Norfolk. Okay, so this was our third cruise on the Carnival Magic. So we'll link some videos down below. We're not going to go into a huge like ship tour on this one. If you want more information on the Port of Norfolk or just the Carnival Magic in general, I will put those links down below. So we booked this cruise because technically it's 3 days in Bermuda. You have one sea day, and then you dock in Bermuda at 1:30 p.m. the following day. You have a full day after that, and then you leave about halfway through. So technically you have one full day in Bermuda and like 2 half days. It was really nice to actually get to like sleep in and not be in a rush and trying to get off the ship by 8 a.m. to get to the port. Super exciting. We're in Bermuda with the Disney dream. Tim Tracker. I know you'd be cruising right now. Bermuda is a pretty small island, so I spent a lot of time trying to figure out how we would get around Bermuda for the best price. So I ended up pre-booking us a moped scooter Vespa at Oleander's. I'll link them down below. It was super convenient. The total was like $150, including gas fill up. And then as you can see, you can park your Vespa right next to the ship. We're forward on the Carnival Magic right now, but you can see where we're actually able to park our scooters that we rented, so it's right there. That was a hard zoom, but it's water. That's the dock. You have the naval dockyard all right there, and that's exactly where our scooter is. So we have the second red one. We've been parked there, and super convenient, and we loved it. Thank you, Oleanders. If you plan on just sort of staying around the port while you're in Bermuda, there's a decent amount to do. There's like one restaurant, some shopping. There was a way overpriced like snorkeling experience, but there is the oldest brewery in Bermuda, the Frog and Onion Pub. One cool thing that happened, we were actually there during Oktoberfest, so the Naval Dockyard was all fancied up for Oktoberfest. I do want to talk about the cost of things in Bermuda. Everything is much more expensive. Remember, it's a tiny island in the middle of nowhere. Everything has to get shipped there. So an order of fish and chips at Frog and Onion was $34. And that might not be a lot to you, but when you've already prepaid for food on a cruise, like, maybe try to find somewhere different where you can find a little bit cheaper food. I just could not throw down $34 for fish and chips. It was too much. So day one, we decided to just kind of hang around the port. We picked up our scooter. We went and had dinner at Frog and Onion and just sort of walked around. I bought a Spirit jersey, took in some of the history, and prepared for this scooter ride to Horseshoe Bay. We did read a lot of things about scooters and people getting in wrecks, and it's very scary. There are car rentals if you're not comfortable on these scooters. We did have someone on this ship that wrecked on a scooter. Luckily, Zach and I were fine. They do drive on the left side of the road here, so that's interesting. But you can see sort of how small the roads are, and when people take turns, they're taking turns, and when they're stopping, they're taking hard stops. So just be careful. If you don't feel comfortable on a scooter, there is a lot of public transportation. They have these cool little pink buses that take you places. The actual scooter ride to Horseshoe Bay was probably about 25 minutes. Granted, we were going kind of slow because we hadn't been on a Vespa in Bermuda before. But when we got there, it was really busy. And you guys know how we feel about crowds. So we ran over to the one bar that was there and grabbed a bag of beers. They literally put like 6 cans into a plastic bag with some ice for us. And if you watched our Grand Cayman video, you know the Nervous Trekker's #1 pro tip. Keep walking. Just keep walking. Wherever you see people, walk past them. And just keep going. And then eventually, you're gonna find a nice little cove. Just like this. Nervous Trekker's pro tip. You guys saw what Horseshoe Bay looked like. And we chose to keep walking to the left. And this is what we ended up with. All by ourselves. We wanna be. I don't want to call it a myth, but I do sort of want to debunk the pink sand of Bermuda. Set your expectations to a normal level. Remember, Instagram is highly saturated photos. You're gonna see slightly pink sand, but it's nothing like you see on the internet. Again, Nervous Trekker's pro tip. The way we did get down here was through these rocks. We're gonna see if we can take this little side path. If you go to the left, you're gonna see the Eye of Sauron. But there is like a little opening right here, so we'll keep you updated whether or not you actually have to go down that rocky path. But future Ashley coming in here. We obviously did not update you and let you know if you could take that side path. We could not. We did have to climb back up those rocky cliffs. So if that's going to be a problem for you, just hang out at Horseshoe Bay. deal with the people. These little paths to the coves are a little treacherous, so if you're not like fully accessible to that, avoid it. To make the most out of our full day in Bermuda, we packed up our beach gear and took our Vespa to Hamilton, which is the capital of Bermuda. It's mostly like a little downtown area, a lot of restaurants, a lot of like high-end shopping. We saw a Mac's store. We ended up at Dockyard Brewing, yet again, same beer from Frog and Onion Pub over at the port. Mostly we came to Hamilton because we want to get our passport stamped. So I had been able to pull up the directions to Customs of Bermuda, and they actually have official stamps that they will give out that say you entered Bermuda by sea. So it's not one of those fakey passports. The location is 131 Front Street. It's right on the main drag. And then you just walk right in, go up the elevator to the second floor, and they will kindly stamp your passport. Even if you're not a big shopper or don't care about getting your passport stamped, I still would highly recommend going to Hamilton just to see the architecture alone. I do want to bring up like maps and GPS. There was a visitor center on Front Street here that had paper maps. We did not buy Wi-Fi or any type of package while we were in Bermuda and forgot that we were driving, so I had to basically memorize an entire map of all the places we wanted to go. And it started to get a little panicky, so either get Wi-Fi or make sure you have a map. Okay, this is a nervous trek, so it wouldn't be a nervous trek story if we didn't leave early unnecessarily because we didn't know if we knew how to get back to the ship. But we did want to see the sunset, so we wanted to make sure we were back in time. I also highly recommend that you get back off of the ship at night. This is one of the rare ports because you're docked overnight. You can get on and off the ship as you please, so it's one of the best ways to get photos of the ships. It's incredible at night. Bermuda's insane. Overall, this is one of our favorite ports that we've been to. It was really nice to not be rushed, to be able to get on and off the ship as we please, to kind of just actually relax. We got to the point of cruising where it wasn't really relaxing anymore because port days were just go, go, go. You're tired. Almost the whole cruise, especially after halfway. So we highly recommend doing this 3 nights in Bermuda cruise. Thanks for coming along on this one. A Nervous Trek out.